Oktoberfest 2012 is in the books, but plans for next year are already in the works. The city met with the Oktoberfest board this week to start coming up with ways to improve the event. A large part of that discussion centered around the Maple Leaf Parade and the practice of camping out early to stake out spots. News 8's Carrie Vick joins us now with that story. Carrie?
Well, Mike, it's actually illegal to camp out on public property before midnight the night of the parade. The city hasn't been enforcing it, which is why you'll see people staking out their spot as early as Wednesday before the parade. But those days could be over. The city says it's coming up with a new plan to make sure people stay off the route until the night before the parade. The goal is to keep people safe and make sure everyone has a chance to join in the festivities. The Oktoberfest Maple Leaf Parade is a treasured tradition in La Crosse. But La Crosse resident Sherry Birch says even though she loves the parade, she hasn't gone for a couple of years now.
It's just too hard to find a spot. You can't, it's just jam-packed in. If you have little kids, where are they going to sit?
A problem she credits in large part to the parade goers who camp out days ahead of time to save their spot.
And it's frustrating because those of us that can't sit out there for a whole week long to reserve a spot aren't going to have a spot.
It's a practice the city says needs to stop for the public's safety.
There's a lot of traffic and a lot of opportunity for accidents to occur, and that's really what we're concerned about. They're out there, and whether they believe it or not, they are at risk. When people first start setting things up, that a police officer, along with some of my public works staff, start making routine, regular, frequent sweeps.
But upping enforcement isn't the only idea the city is talking about.
Why don't we actually lay out a grid in the public right-of-way on the public property and issue permits to people? If you want to occupy this 10 by 10 area, it'll cost you $100.
It's an idea Birch can get on board with.
I would go and buy myself a spot. If they had it marked out, where you can buy a chunk of a block or whatever, then yeah, I would do that.
But no matter how it's approached, the city says the key to keeping people safe and off public land all depends on enforcement.
So it's a continuous, rigorous, enforcement of the policy.
Now, we posted information about the possible changes on our News 8000 Facebook page, and as you can imagine, not all the responses were positive. Some say camping out early is a fun tradition that doesn't cause any problems. Others say you should be able to get to the best spots if you're willing to get there early.
Thanks, Carrie. And the city will meet with the Oktoberfest board again next month, and at that point, they'll discuss just how much it would cost to up enforcement.